White chicken karahi. Ever since this commenter said that she had had a heavenly white chicken karahi in Abu Dhabi a few years ago, I could not stop thinking about it because I'd never had white karahi, so I decided to make it today. I'm using 3 whole chicken cut up here, but of course I'm going to leave measurements in the caption for a smaller amount. And I'm adding some ginger paste and some garlic paste. And I'm using the Shan Masala chicken white karahi mix for this. And this spice packet is extremely mild, so I would go with a recommendation of 1 packet for every 1 kg or 2.2 pounds of meat. So what makes the white karahi white is adding yogurt, and then when we cook it, we're not going to add any tomatoes like we would in a normal karahi. So it's going to stay this white color. It's almost like a desi Alfredo. It's so delicious. Now, the directions are going to tell you to put ground green chili or green chili paste to this, but I found that if you do that, it's going to give like a green tinge to the masala, and we don't want that. We want this to stay white. So at the end, I'm just going to add whole green chilies to get the flavor without changing the color of the marinade. So mix it really well and then set it aside. Let it marinate for about an hour if you can, but if not, it's okay. Then what's great about this recipe is you don't have to cut any onions or tomatoes. So all we're going to do is prepare some cilantro for garnishing at the end. The green chilies, we're going to leave them whole. And then the lemon is just for the juice, and we're going to add it during the cooking process. So like with regular karahi, we're going to start with a smoking hot karahi that has oil in it. And then we're going to swirl the oil around so the entire wok is covered. And then we're going to add our chicken. And do this carefully because it's going to be very, very hot when you put this on high heat and heat the oil up. So just do this carefully. And then we want to get a nice sear on the chicken, so just leave it there for like a good 3 or 4 minutes to let it get seared on one side. And then we can use our spoon to start mixing it in the karahi and cook it on all sides. And again, we're going to do this on high heat. So you just want to keep stirring it for about 10 minutes. And then after we've stirred it really well and we see that there's no more pink left in the meat, we're going to cover it and cook it on low for about an additional 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes is up, we can lift the lid, and then you can see that the chicken has released some of its moisture. That's good because we want some of that sala and some of that shorba in there. Then I'm going to add whole green chilies. These are the longer kind, but if you only have the small ones, that's fine too. This is just to add a nice flavor. It really doesn't make it spicy. Then I'm adding butter. Stir it around, allow the peppers to wilt a little bit, and then let the butter melt. And then we're going to add a squeeze of half a lemon. And that's pretty much it. This was a super simple dish to make. I'm so happy this commenter told me about this because it was really delicious. Then to garnish, we're just going to add some cilantro, and that is all there is to it. So I don't know if this will be as good as the one you had in Abu Dhabi, but that is how you make